Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hazys. You know at any point in this you like what you're watching to give it the thumbs up. Click that subscribe button, click it for more. Hey, welcome. It's late Saturday night, early Sunday morning right here where I'm sitting. You know, I wanted to touch base today, guys, on the Eloise house. We were going to talk about one of Michigan's most haunted. It's near me, kind of, you know, and it was the biggest mental institution. We're hanging out in the bathroom of it right now. That's right. And you guys might be asking yourself, Hazy, why are you hanging out with the glory hole over there next to you? That's where we're hanging out today, guys. So from the inside of the Eloise house, in their bathroom, you can see it's a little run down because the building's been torn down for quite some time now. So that's why we're here. But we have a special unboxing that's going to happen today. I haven't been able to decide which order that I want to do them in. You know, I wanted to do them both, you know, at the same time, but I can't. I'm two people. I'm one person, just one. I'm not two, just one. So nothing weird here, nothing crazy. All right, so what we're gonna do is this, guys, that glory hole right there, guys. Can you believe that? You're just waiting for like a black package to come through it, you know? A big black pack. That's what I'm talking about. Let's put some music on. Let's watch this glory hole for a minute. See what happens. Live glory hole action, guys. Live glory hole. Let me get a black pack out. You guys, you see that? You guys see what's on the other side of that? I told you there was a black package, guys. I'm getting it. I'm gonna get it. You guys might want to cover your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, cover your eyes and ears for this one. This could get a little strange. We're gonna see what happens though. Oh, you guys, can you fucking believe that? Woo! Oh, it's so big. It's so big. I barely could get my hands around it. I could barely get my hands around it. Right there, guys, I just pulled the black package out through the hole. We're gonna have to open it. I keep my buck knife close by at all times in case I gotta grab hold of a black package and slice her open at any given moment. So this came in the mail, right? It wasn't just in the glory hole here in the mental hospital. It came in the mail. Oh, but I want to show you guys something though about this real quick too. You see this hole? That hole right there? I know who this package is from, all right? And I'll show you guys why in a moment. But remember that hole. I'll explain this hole to you. This was crazy. But let's dive in, all right? Let's dive into this. No, show the world what you stand for. I love it. Comes in a nice big black package too. I keep saying black pack because you know anytime you're at the glory hole, what do you want to come through? The biggest black pack you can, right? Because it's an unboxing video and nothing more, nothing less. Let's slice her open and see what's inside. Put the knife away. Oh yeah, guys, check this out. You ready? I know I normally, I want to sniff, I want to like inhale the bag, but where this came from, the guy's been sick. You know, he's had a cold. So I don't want to breathe too deep into the bag just in case. Could get tuberculosis. Yeah, guys. There it is. Whammo! The new 60 million club had 0 deaths. And what I was saying about the, you know, because the fucking good old Pewds, he had gone, you know, had and passed up the 50 million club, went ahead to the 60 million. So it kind of fucked me on wearing this 50 million merch, because who's going to do that now, right? Now I look like just a jackass with this 50 million club stuff on. So I had to upgrade to the 60 million club stuff so I didn't look like such a total asshole. So apologize for the language, but it was the truth when you have the wrong gear on. So anyways, I got the new merch in, but the craziest part is it came with a sticker. So it's the same thing, 0 deaths, really cool little sticker. That was in that hole. It hit almost like it was on the edge of the hole when I got the pack here. I like picked the pack up, brought it in, set it down on the counter, and this fell onto the counter. It like literally came out of the hole. So it by the graces of the goodwill of the fucking world, it showed up right here at my doorstep. God loves this sticker, and he wanted me to have it, so it came here. You can cover up the other beauty merch with it. So anyways, I knew like getting this merch, I would have to come to like a really strange spot to pick it up. So where do you think they delivered it to me? The mental hospital glory hole. That's right, guys. We got it. So we got it. It's right here, right now. BAM! Woo! The new merch. I feel like $1 million. My sweater's not as soft. I gotta get the new sweater. But we got the new hat. Alright. So now that we got this hat here, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I loved it so much. Should almost censor this, guys. We're in a private public bathroom. The time I need to spend with this thing. We're gonna set it aside for now. We're gonna go with the 0 deaths, the new hat. It's beautiful. We're gonna move forth into the other reason why we're here. And like I mentioned, the Eloise house. We're in a mental hospital now. It's not too far from me. This place was okay. Like, things like moving around on this side. Here we go. No. So the Eloise house is this big giant mental institution. It got its name from, it was originally a post, you know, like when they built the post office on the property, the post office was called Eloise. And then the house eventually adapted the name to it, the actual mental institution. There's a whole cool story and background behind all of that. That you guys are gonna love here. I'm trying to find it. Yeah. I found you. You tried to hide on me. Everything is always doing that, you know. So cut it out, man. We're that shit to do. All right. There it is, guys, the Eloise house. Somewhere in here I have an actual, so I'm going to read this to you guys. I got that big sign that was there. I pulled the description down. I got it written over here so I can relay it back. Because there's no way in the world I was remembering that stuff. But it was the Eloise house. So in 1839, Wayne County purchased the Black Horse Tavern. They purchased the Black Horse Tavern in 1839. It was a stagecoach stop back then. It was located here on the Chicago Road, which is now Michigan Avenue. Okay, for those of you that don't know that or not. But when it stretched back and forth between, you know, literally Michigan, it goes all the way completely across the state. So, but it used to be called Chicago Road. Now it's Michigan Avenue. They purchased it for the use of a poorhouse early on, except the, not only did they okay, let's see here. Located here on the Chicago Road for the use as a poorhouse. Early on, the poorhouse accepted not only the country's indigent, but the infirm and the mentally ill as well. During the late 19th century, the number of residents grew, and the new buildings were constructed to meet the demand. In 1894, a post office opened on the ground with the name Eloise, a name that became synonymous with what developed into a 902-acre, 75-building complex. And then by the late 1920s, Eloise's population had peaked at 10,000 patients, 2,000 staff. It was like a city inside of itself. You know, I mean, that's huge, right? It had its own farm, cannery, bakery, cemetery, employee housing. It had its own police and fire department, a trolley. It had its own train station, 16 kitchens that served 30,000 meals a day, right? You know, now think of that, 30,000 meals a day. So it peaked, they said, at 10,000 patients. They gave everybody three meals a day. So pretty cool stuff. They say this place is haunted. You know, they took care of the mentally ill. It was the biggest tuberculosis hospital at its time. And it was also a poorhouse. So people, you know, lived there that didn't have anywhere to go. And the people that had no families and stuff, those are the ones that they conducted the different medical experiments on down in the basement, right? We all know about the basement. And plus they made a movie about this house, guys. If you haven't seen it yet or anything, Eloise, they made a movie on this place. So it's not too far from me here. So like I said, I had to go down here and I shot this footage. It's mine. That's why it's all like shaky and looks like some ass shot it, because they did. It was Hazy. Hazy did. He shot that footage. It was weird. So we're sitting by the crazy fountain now, guys. I like to hang, you know, this is a spot where I hang out when they let me out. When I get my free time to go roam the yards, I try to sneak over to the edge of the property so I can use the Wi-Fi in order to shoot you guys a video, and I usually sit by the fountain. But other than that, you know, the place, it closed down. I'm trying to see where it closed down at. 1982 was the final year, but actually 1974, I think, is when it actually stopped being a mental institution and just became an actual hospital. But what happened was they just let all the mental patients out. Everybody went free. So what does that do, right? I mean, can you guys explain that one? But it's a pretty cool place, and they say it's like one of Michigan's most haunted buildings. I'm checking some stuff out. I'm doing like, I'm trying to like see if I can backfeed us and make all kinds of noise and stuff. Hey, and I gotta say, I just now got the chat up, right? And then White Tupac, hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for showing up. We did that unboxing. I don't know if you caught the beginning, and we moved into the mental institution. I wish I could have got some inside of this. You know, somebody bought this building. It's for sale. It's been for sale for like $1.5 million. And someone picked it up. I don't know what they're turning it into. I need to do a little bit more research into that. But it's a pretty sweet building. All around. It had its own power plant and everything. It's all run down and trash now, but they say, I mean, literally, you go by some of those little windows at night that are all busted out, that you can, like, see things moving in them and in the rooms. I haven't seen nothing. But, you know, they say that you can, you know. Other than that, this is a pretty sweet place, though. I mean, it's like I said, it's just a really overall cool building. I love this 4,800 volts, you know, be careful. That will blow you to holy hell if you go through there. This place has got all this trash. I mean, look at that trash. You're going to get killed by that trash trying to get into that door before you get hurt by the voltage. Yeah, man, that place has got a fallout shelter still. I would love to see the fallout shelter inside of this building. Yeah, those are the windows up there that I'm talking about. Those you can, they say that you see like spirits and shit in those windows. I don't know. Like I said, I never have. But this one, you know, I should tell you this at one time, though. I was living in an apartment complex in Michigan. And I was sitting down. It was my grandmother's birthday, and she'd passed away, you know, many years before. And while we were sitting there, I'm like telling the story. You know, we were having some drinks and stuff, and not very many at this point though. It was still like super early on in the night, and I was just telling the story about my grandmother and you know how great she was, and I wish that you know if she was around still, or just could like help shed some light onto my life from where she is, so you know maybe I could you know do better things and get out of this apartment situation and move forward. I've always you know dreamed big and wanted to be free and get out of you know and get ahead. You know what I mean? Anybody else want to get ahead and go further? Anyways, I had this touch lamp. It lit up 3 times. Okay, it went through the cycles of dimming and lighting. Every single person there saw it. Okay, I freaked out. I ran over to the lamp, right? Because it was like nobody was there. And then we're all like, oh, it's just the touch sensors, you know, screwed up. The lamp was not plugged in. I picked the lamp up off of the ground. The cord was dangling. The lamp wasn't plugged in. Every single person there saw it turn on, saw it like shift through the colors. And it wasn't like LED lighting or anything with capacitors. There were no the compact fluorescents weren't available. It was just a straight up incandescent lamp, you know, in one of those like 300-watt quartzes. So they just don't light. They take so much power. I threw that lamp straight into the dumpster. I literally opened up the apartment door, ran it outside, and fired that thing straight into the dumpster. So ghost story or not, believe it for what it is or what it's worth for you guys, but that actually happened to me. It was one of the freakiest things ever. So, and that kind of was just this whole ghost thing in this mental institution made me think about that. But hey, anybody that showed up here towards the end for this live that would love to check back out the beginning, check that beginning out again. It was fun getting the new hat, the new merch. It's a black hat with the word. I still love it. I got my old one still. It's gonna go in the retirement shelf, I think. I loved it so much. I hate to see it go. I actually might take it out on the town. You know, I think I'm going to go spend some time with her for all of her good use. She gave me such a good time. She was like there for me. She covered me up when the sun was out. If it was raining or drizzling a little bit, she kept the water off my head. She was so wonderful. I think I'm going to take her out for lunch before I retire her and, you know, show her a good time, like her own good time. So it was great. It was great having her. But now we've moved on to the 60 Million Club, and can't say enough great things about that. And I loved bringing them right here with you to the mental institution. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining. I hope you have a wonderful evening from right here at Hazys Day, 2018, the year of the amazing, the Sexier Year, in the day of the Haze. Thank you all for joining, world. I love you guys, man. Peace.